another aircraft from Qantas, this time in another special livery. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Review, where today we will be taking a closer look at the Qantas Boeing 747-300 in the Nalanji trim livery from Herpa wings in the 1 to 500 scale. First things first, forgive me if I'm saying the livery's name wrong, but I don't know how else you would say it. On the front of the box, it's a bit different to normal Herpa wings boxes, which is nice to see, and the box matches the plane's livery with a nice light blue box, as well as a picture of the plane in flight. We also have the Qantas and Herpa wings branding. Moving on to the back side of the box, we again have a photo of the plane as well as some information about the aircraft. We are also provided with a web link from Herpa for more information. So here she is, the Boeing 747-300 from Qantas in the Nalanji Dreaming livery. But before we take a closer look at this model, let's take a look at what this aircraft did for Qantas. This aircraft, with the registration code Victor Hotel Echo Bravo Uniform, was delivered to Qantas on January 1985 in the Nalanji Dreaming livery. It stayed with the airline until February 2005, where it got stored at Aviation, and that's as far as we know about the aircraft, with no new information on planespotters.net, which is where I get my information from. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at this model. On the back of the box, we have the Qantas tail fin, which is very nice, as well as the last two letters of the registration code at the top of the plane. Moving up the plane, we have the full registration code of the aircraft and the nation of origin, as well as the rear cargo doors, as well as the rear doors. Moving up the plane, we don't have much across the emergency exits, which could have been nice, but moving up to the front of the plane, we have the Qantas branding, as well as the L1 and L2 doors, as well as the cockpit doors, as well as the cockpit windows, which are printed on very nicely indeed. Moving on to the wings are printed on very nicely indeed, with the flaps, slabs and spoilers from Herpa have a lot of attention to detail. Moving on to the underside of the wings, we have the registration code of the aircraft once again, and quite a bit of detailing. Moving on to the engines, Qantas and Herpa have decided to leave them all grey with a little bit of Qantas branding at the back of the engines. But if you look inside the engines, you can see the engine fan blades, and if you look to the back of the engines, there is a little bit of detailing. Moving on to the wings, moving on to the wheels of the plane, starting off with the rear landing gear. The rear landing gear's detailing is pretty good, but I would have liked if there was a little bit more detailing on the wheels. Moving on to the front landing gear, the front landing gear has quite a lot of detail, which is very good to see from Herpa wings. Now let's head to the summary. Like always, when we are looking at the model, we are looking at the 4 key elements that I believe make a good model. The first being the box. The box that Herpa has created for this model is very good, and it is very different to all the other boxes that Herpa produce, with the box matching the livery of the plane, which is very good to see from Herpa wings. There's also quite a bit of detailing on the back, which is why I give the box a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the detailing of this model, and the detailing of this model is very good, which is what I like to see from Herpa wings. There is quite a bit of detailing on the engines as well as the back of the plane, and the livery looks very good. And that's why I give the detailing for this model a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the realism of the plane, and this is where we compare the model to the real life image. looking at the real life image, there isn't too much that is different from the plane of the model. That's why I give the realism a 4 out of 5. Moving on to the mould of this plane, and the mould again is very good from Herpa, like the rest of the model. That's why I give the mould a 4 out of 5, which gives a total score for this Boeing 747-300 from Qantas in the Nalanji Dream livery, an 18 out of 20. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, and if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe. That's all from HB Aviation, and that's it. That's HB Aviation signing out for now.